Let's discuss 7 habits to 7 figures income, shall we? Before you think it's just another get-rich-quick scheme, let me assure you it's actually not. Getting rich quickly is not possible unless you win lottery, and the chances of that happening are slim to nothing. It's all about 7 habits that are rooted in discipline, mindset, and purpose. Let's start with the question, what does financial freedom mean to you? Is it the ability to quit your 9-to-5 job, to travel the world maybe, to give your family the life they deserve? Or maybe it's something deeper, like having the time and resources to pursue your passion without worrying too much about the next bill. Whatever that is, keep that vision in your mind as we dive into these habits, because it's that vision that will do all the work for you in the future. Alright, so habit number 1, the art of discipline. Now here is the truth, no one reaches 7 figures by accident. It takes discipline day in and day out. This means sticking to a budget, making intentional investments, and consistently growing your skill set. It's easy to get distracted, to make excuses, or to let small setbacks derail you. But here's where discipline comes. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. When you are disciplined, you prioritize long-term gain over short-term pleasures. Think about it. Are you willing to give up your morning lattes for the next year if it means an extra $1,000 in your investment account? These small sacrifices compound over time. But here's where it gets controversial. Some people argue that strict discipline can lead to burnt out. So where's the balance? Should we just allow ourselves an occasional indulgence, or is it all or nothing kind of thing? What do you think? Could finding a middle ground, like setting cheat days for spending, actually help maintain long-term discipline? Or does it open the door to bad habits? Habit number 2 on our list is the value of creation. This is where many people get it wrong. They chase money instead of focusing on how they can provide value. Here's the thing, money follows value. If you are solving a problem, fulfilling a need, or creating something that others find indispensable, the income will follow immediately. The question to ask yourself is, how can I serve others? How can I make their lives easier, better, and more fulfilling? This shift in mindset can transform your approach to business and investments as well. But what happens when value creation conflicts with personal beliefs? For instance, is it ethical to profit from industries that may harm the environment or exploit workers? Can we justify certain business practices if they lead to substantial profits? Or should we always put our principles before our profit? These are tough questions, and your answers might not just shape your income but also your legacy. Now let's move to number 3. Leverage the power of compounding. Look, this isn't just about money, though compounding interest is a key player in building wealth. It's also about compounding effect of learning, relationships, and habits. Imagine if you read just, say, 10 pages of a good book every day. That's 3,650 pages a year. More than enough to read 10-15 life-changing books annually. Imagine the impact that knowledge would have on your life. Now apply that same principle to your investments, your network, your health. Small consistent actions over time lead to massive results. But let's talk about that for a moment. Can we rely too much on the power of compounding? Is there a risk of becoming complacent, believing that small efforts will eventually yield big rewards, while we ignore the potential of taking bold, decisive action? Is it better to take a moonshot approach, going all in on a big idea, or to trust the slow and steady process? Habit number 4, invest in yourself relentlessly. This might be the most important habit of all, actually. Whether it's learning a new skill, attending workshops, or simply taking time to reflect and grow, investing in yourself is non-negotiable. The world is constantly changing, and if you are not evolving, you are falling behind. Your income can only grow to the extent that you do. So ask yourself, what are you doing today to become a better version of yourself tomorrow? Now, here is a question for you. Can you overinvest in yourself? Is there a point where we become so obsessed with self-improvement that we lose sight of the present? Or living in the moment is just perfectly fine? Is there a balance between striving for a better future and appreciating the now? Some argue that too much focus on personal growth can lead to anxiety and never-ending cycle of dissatisfaction. Think about it. Habit number 5. Network strategically. You've probably heard it before. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But this isn't about superficial connections. It's about building a genuine, mutual, beneficial relationship. Seek out mentors, peers, and even those you can mentor. The right network can open doors you didn't even know existed. But remember, it's not just about what you can get, it's about what you can give. How can you add value to others in your network? However, let's question this statement for a second. Can networking become too transactional? Is there a danger in viewing relationships just as stepping stones to success? How do we ensure that our networking efforts remain authentic and not just a means to an end? Where do we draw the line between strategic networking and genuine friendship? What is it more important to you? Habit number 6. Develop multiple streams of income, and that's pretty obvious. Relying on a single source of income is risky, especially in today's unpredictable economy. Look for ways to diversify side hustles, passive income streams. The goal is to create a financial safety net that supports you even if one source dries up. Think of it as building a financial fortress. But here is the counter-argument to that. Could diversifying too much actually dilute your effort? Is it better to focus intensely on one stream until it becomes robust, rather than spreading yourself too thin across multiple ventures? What's the balance between focus and diversification? Can the pursuit of multiple incomes lead to burnt out and diminished returns? And finally, habit number 7, cultivate a mindset of abundance. Your mindset shapes your reality. Full stop. If you believe in scarcity, that there is never enough, that opportunities are limited, you will live a life of limitations. But on the other hand, if you adopt the abundance mindset where you believe in endless possibilities and that success is not a zero-sum game, you'll attract more opportunities and wealth. This isn't just about positive thinking, it's about training your brain to see potential where others see obstacles. But here is something to think about. Can an abundance mindset lead to overconfidence? Is there a risk of underestimating challenges or becoming complacent, believing that everything will work out simply because we think positively? How do we balance optimism with realism, and what is more important? And can an abundance mindset sometimes make us overlook the practical steps needed to achieve our goals? As we wrap up, let's circle back for a second to where we started. What does financial freedom mean to you? Have these habits sparked any ideas or reinforced old ones? Remember, achieving a 7-figure income isn't just about money. It's about creating a life that reflects your values, your passions, and your purpose. These habits are the tools, but your vision is the blueprint. Before we go, I want to challenge you to pick one habit from today's episode and start implementing it right now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, it just doesn't exist. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, every step you take is a step closer to your financial freedom. Thank you for joining me today. If you found value in this video, please share it with someone who might benefit from it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.